Hello, welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I am Samira Ibrahim with today's bulletin, but first the major headlines. Zamfara State Special Advisors urged to join PDP overcate their positions. Kano Egyptia Maradi Rail inaugurated by President Muhammadu Buhari. The Senate President Ahmad Lawal has described insurgency, banditry, kidnapping and militancy as a threat to Nigeria's security. On business, federal government rejects International Monetary Fund's advice to devalue naira. On international scene, federal government hands over 200 returnees from Saudi Arabia to Kano state government. On sports, Kano Pillars says it is aiming to capture the Nigerian Premier League football trophy this season. Now the news in details. All special advisors in Zamfara State who are not members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have been given 5-day ultimatum to either join PDP or vacate their positions. The ultimatum was given by the Zamfara State Special Advisors Forum during its meeting in Gusau, the state capital. The chairman of the forum, Alhaji Ibrahim Ma'aji, while addressing a press conference, said any special advisor who is not a member of the ruling PDP in the state must either join the party or relinquish his position. Alhaji Ibrahim Ma'aji explained that one cannot be a member of two political parties at the same time, and therefore called on those who are yet to come to the PDP to quickly resign on or before Friday this week. Ma'aji, who is a special advisor to Governor Bello Matawali on political affairs, said he will personally meet and discuss with those special advisors who didn't belong to the PDP to hear from them if they were ready to comply with the directive. The Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, has announced that bandits have killed 23 persons in attacks across 5 local government areas of Kaduna State within 24 hours. Mr. Arwan, who made this known in a statement in Kaduna on Tuesday, said the attacks occurred in Birnin Gwari, Giwa, Chukun, Igabi and Kauru local government areas. According to him, reports from security agencies discloses that the attacks on soft targets in the 5 local government areas occurred around Kaduna State's borders with neighboring states. In Birnin Gwari local government area, 10 citizens were killed by bandits in an attack on Ungwan Gajere, Kutimeshi ward. 3 persons were injured in the attack. In Igabi local government area, bandits shot 1 person dead between Sarkin Baka and Dankyawe village near Gidan Kurmi. Plans are underway by the Sokoto state government to unveil the Sokoto Youth Economic Empowerment Program, aimed at ensuring that the teeming youth in the state have become self-employed. The state governor, Amin Waziri Tambuwal, stated this at the inauguration of the Sokoto State chapter of the elected executives of the National Youth Council of Nigeria and the Federated Organization of Sokoto State Student Organization, held at the auditorium of Sultan Machudu Institute of Quranic and General Studies in the state capital. The project, according to the governor, will involve thousands of youths across the 3,032 polling units of the 23 local government areas of the state. Governor Tambuwal explained that the project will include skills training, direct disbursement, and mentoring. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday performed the groundbreaking ceremony of the Kanudus Egyptia and Maradi 284-kilometer rail project connecting Kano in Nigeria to Maradi in Niger Republic virtually. According to President Buhari, the project with 15 stations along the corridor is expected to be completed in the next 3 years and would boost socio-economic activities in Kano, Katsina and Jigawa states in Nigeria, as well as Maradi in Niger Republic. For more details on the story, over now to our correspondent, Musa Joy.
This vital infrastructure line will establish an end-to-end logistics supply chain in railway transport services between northern and southern regions of the country, reaching Nigerian southern ports of Lagos and Warri.
Earlier in his speech, the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, said the contractor agreed to build a university as part of its corporate social responsibility while working on the project, adding that Buhari's administration is committed to bringing developmental projects for the benefit of the masses. Mr. Amechi said the rail line is favorable to Nigeria as it will help the country to compete favorably with other coastal countries in West Africa to service its landlocked neighbors in the movement of cargoes and will also make the Lagos seaport more viable.
Preliminary studies for the Kano railway route commenced in the year 2012. By 2015, the ministry had concluded the feasibility studies of this route from Kano to Maradi and produced an outline business case that attested to the high viability of this corridor for railway transportation.
On his part, Governor Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina State says it is a great achievement for APC-led administration to commission the railway project that will link Katsina, Kano, Jigawa and Maradi of Niger Republic, adding that the project will help in transporting goods to West African countries.
I could remember there was a time the late AntiCorruption as the chairman of Nigerian Railways. There are many rumors about the railway coming to Katsina. And later, my boss, Alain Saïd Barda, the first civilian governor, when he was federal permanent secretary of the Ministry of Transport, the issue again was raised. So when the issues were being raised this time, people were a bit skeptical because of the previous stories and the hopes that railway would eventually come to Katsina.
Those in attendance during the project execution include Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, that of Jigawa Badaru Abubakar, Zakari Umaru of Maradi, Niger Republic, Minister of Information Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Ministers of Science and Technology, Foreign Affairs, Nigerian Ambassador to Germany, Minister of Transportation Niger Republic, as well as traditional rulers of Katsina, Kano, Dutse, and representative of Emir of Daura, among others. It could be recalled that the $1.96 billion project was approved by the Federal Executive Council, presided over by the President in September 2020. Musa Joy Onyoza, SVTV News, Gusau.
Vice President Professor Oshibajo has called on Nigerians to register with the ruling party, the All Progressives Congress APC, as it is a vehicle and platform to achieve progress and justice. The Vice President stated this when he revalidated his membership with the APC at his unit in Ikene local government area of Ogun State. The event, which marks the commencement, registration and revalidation exercise of the state, was supervised by the National Chairman of the Membership Registration and Revalidation Committee, Governor Abubakar Sani Bello of Niger State. Meanwhile, the immediate past National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Adams Oshomole, on Tuesday, said the ongoing membership revalidation exercise is contrary to the party's constitution. He said APC is governed by a constitution and not by a man. The constitution only provides for registration. He said there is nothing in the APC constitution that says a member shall revalidate or renew his membership. The former chairman said revalidation is strange to the party's constitution. Senate President Ahmed Lawal on Tuesday read a letter from President Muhammadu Buhari requesting for the confirmation of the newly appointed Chief of Defense Staff and Service Chiefs. President Buhari said that his request is in compliance with the provisions of Section 18, subsection 1 of the Armed Forces Act, Cap A20 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. The appointees for confirmation are Major General Lucky Irabo, Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Ibrahim Attahiru, Chief of Army Staff, Rear Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, Chief of Naval Staff, and Air Vice Marshal Isiaka A. Amawu, Chief of Air Staff. Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission has arrested 38 persons over a mountain of illegal roadblocks to collect taxes. The commission's chairman, Barrister Muyi Magajiri Mingadu, told newsmen that the offenders were arrested at a different location in the town while carrying out the act. The chairman said the arrest of the illegal tax collectors was carried out as a result of complaints from drivers bringing goods into Kano on incessant extortion under the guise of forceful buying of stickers as taxes. He said they were arrested at Karfi, Mariri, Hadieja Road, Gorzu and airport routes. Reports said that out of the 38 persons arrested include 5 consultants, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria members and others. President of the Senate Ahmad Lawal has said that insurgency, banditry, kidnapping and militancy remain serious threats to a secured and safe Nigeria, stressing that there are challenges which require the collaborative effort of the legislature and executive to tackle. The Senate President therefore called on Nigerian leaders to unite against criminality stemming from the activities of bandits and kidnappers, as well as resist the antics of divisive elements bent on instigating inter-ethnic tensions across the country. Mr. Lawal, who stated this while delivering a speech at plenary to welcome senators back from the Christmas and New Year recess, appealed to Nigerians for calm in view of the recent inter-tribal agitations and conflict in some states, particularly in the southwest parts of the country. An Ekiti State High Court in Ado Ekiti has sentenced a 27-year-old man, Farotimi Samuel, to life imprisonment for conspiracy and rape. According to available court papers on the judgment, Samuel was sentenced for raping a minor. Delivering his ruling on the case, Justice Adekunle Adeleye pronounced Samuel guilty and specifically stated that the prosecution has established the ingredient of the offense of rape against the defendant beyond reasonable doubt. The accused is found guilty as charged and is hereby sentenced to life imprisonment. Going by the charge sheet, Samuel committed the act on January 29, 2018. The incident took place at Oke Ureji Federal Polytechnic Road, Ado Ekiti, when the accused conspired with others at large to rape a 14-year-old girl. Let me quickly take you to our business desk for the business update.
Welcome to Business Desk. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) said that the Nigerian government disagrees with its recommendations that it should further devalue the naira, which is over 18% overvalued, so as to ease external imbalances. This is also as the Bretton Woods Organization had recommended a gradual multi-step approach to establish a unified and clear exchange rate regime with a near-term focus on allowing for greater flexibility and removing the payments backlog. The report says that President Muhammadu Buhari's administration sees pressure in the foreign exchange market as due to global outflows caused by the coronavirus pandemic. It believes that another round of currency devaluation would add to double-digit inflation. And that's all on Standard Voice Business Update. I am Musa Joy Onyoza. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Musa Joy. On international scene, the federal government on Tuesday handed over 200 returnees of Kano region from Saudi Arabia to the state government. Ambassador Bolaji Akinremi, the Director of Consular and Legal Department, Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who delivered the returnees in Abuja, said the exercise started on January 28, 2021. According to him, the government has put measures in place to give them a new lease of life. Mr. Akinremi said there were 389 returnees from Saudi Arabia, followed by 423 and later Lisa number 39, adding that they have 1,319 altogether on the FCT Muslim Hajj campground. Still on international scene, The Senate voted along mostly partisan lines Tuesday to pursue Donald Trump's second impeachment trial after documentary of the deadly Capitol riot that followed Trump's implementary rally on January 6th. Aided by the graphic 30-minute video that spliced violent images of the Capitol siege with Trump's rhetoric, Representative Jamie B. Raxon and other impeachment managers delivered an impassioned account of the physical and emotional trauma to lawmakers, police, staffers, and local residents. They said there was no January exception in the Constitution, meaning that a president couldn't escape accountability through impeachment just because he had left office before the trial. Trump's lawyers countered that the trial, the first proceeding of its kind for an ex-president, will be unconstitutional because Trump was no longer in office, even if he was impeached by the House before leaving. On sports, Kano Football Club winger attacker Awal Ali Malam said that he is optimistic this time around. Kano Pillars will be crowned champions at the end of this season 2020 to 2021 Nigerian Premier League football. Awal Malan, otherwise known as Action, whose exquisite 23rd minute free kick gave his team their first away victory this season on Monday against Ifeanyi Uba FC in match day 9, played at Adoke Amisimaka Stadium in Port Harcourt at Rivers State, stated that they will leave no stone unturned to win the coveted prize at the end of the season. He expressed happiness that they started gelling as a team as well as group. The chemistry and bond is gathering momentum, which is very important in achieving the goal they set for themselves. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Special Advisors urged to join PDP or vacate their positions. Kanudus Egyptia Maradi rule inaugurated by President Muhammadu Buhari. The Senate President, Ahmad Lawal, has described insecurity, banditry, kidnapping and militancy as a threat to Nigeria's security. On business, federal government rejects international monetary funds advice to devalue naira. On international scene, federal government hands over 200 returnees from Saudi Arabia to Kano state government. On sports, Kano says it is aiming to capture the Nigerian Premier League football trophy this season. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Ibrahim Garbatuna, I am Samira Ibrahim, wishing you a pleasant day. Keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.